All right. Welcome back, everyone, to Curse of the Vistani, episode 21.
Yep.
When last we left off, you guys fought a pack of wolves and a dire wolf. And you ended off with San burying the wolves.
Yes.
So, is there anything else you guys wanted to do while here in this area?
Nope, moving on.
Not that I can think
We're good.
of.
All right. So you guys bury the wolves, get back in the cart, and start heading onwards again. So you guys start traveling for a while, and you don't really encounter too much for several hours. Then around like 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening, just before dinner time, you guys see up ahead on the road a broken down cart with an old man next to it.
Okay.
As you approach coming up on him, you can see that one of his cart wheels is broken.
Okay, is this time for me to hop out of the cart and try mending?
Maybe let's see what we can learn about this guy first.
I meant in the
If they
long run,
swap.
if this is me mending, but yes. Obviously find out
Yeah.
who he is first.
I mean, yes, your mending will be helpful here, but let's make sure you're not stepping into a trap.
Also, hi needy user, and yes, Chibi.
So you guys are gonna slow down and
And
approach him,
I look around,
right? Yeah,
make sure there's nobody waiting to jump out of the tree line if we stop.
yeah. Go ahead and roll perception.
I'm looking around too.
Oh wow, okay. Well,
Yeah.
Son beat my roll, but yeah,
I'm turning off. Sorry.
that was
we
still
go.
really
Now
good for
now I
me.
can see those rolls.
I had a 20. Son beat me with a 22, but I'm
20 and
still happy with
22.
my 20.
I rolled 22.
So
I'm still proud of myself.
with those really good rolls, you guys are like on high alert after those wolves. You look around for like any potential ambush, and from what you can tell, the area seems pretty clear. All you can see is this old man, attending to his broken wheel. And as you are getting closer to him, you can hear him like kind of cursing under his breath and like to the open air. He seems rather frustrated.
All right, so I'll kind of glance over at Lilia and be like, "It seems clear.
Should we ask him if he needs help?
We can stop and ask him now." Yeah.
Why does that? Oh, hang on. Give me 1 second.
I'm a little too afraid to approach him by myself without.
That's tabletop.
Okay, so I
thought that my layout looked weird.
I'd probably
There we
be
go.
in the cart, right?
My assumption would be
You guys
yes.
Be
You guys
in
are
it.
currently all in the cart. So you're
So I'd
you're
probably
stopping
pop.
and
Yeah.
getting out. Son walks over and asks if it's okay.
Oh,
So
I was gonna yell at him from the cart, but okay.
all right. Which one would you like to do?
well, Son's already moved, so
All right. So Son, as you get out and start heading over to him, he sees you coming and is like, "Ah, what do you want? What are you looking at?"
now can I call out from the cart?
Yeah.
Be like, "Hi, are you okay over there?
Ah, my damn wheel broke.
You want some help?"
Whatever. Damn freaking wheel.
I guess I'll just timidly get out of the cart and walk over to it and be like, "Sir, excuse me for a moment," and I'll place.
Son goes back to the cart and sits in the back. So you start walking over there, just turn around, walk right back.
So
sorry, what did you say, Lilia?
So I'll go, sir, can I ask you to step back for a moment, please?
It's my cart. What are you doing?
I'm gonna try and fix your wheel.
Have at it.
Okay, so put
He
my
steps back and
I'll
kinda, like,
put my
crosses
hand on the
arms
wheel and
like
I'll
grimacing.
I'll cast mending on it.
All right. So, in order to mend this, so it is kind of like leaning. In order to mend, you have to like put them together, like where they line up. So you would need help to like lift the edge of the cart and like put the wheel in place before you cast mending.
Okay, so then I'd be like, Curio, Aurora, can I get some help? Can you guys maybe try and lift it so I can get this on straight and mend it?
I'll bound out and over and offer to help.
All right. You helping too, Aurora?
I think Nihon's distracted.
I don't know if Nihon can hear us.
Nihon!
He might have stepped away. We'll just assume he jumps out and helps.
Sure.
So Curio and Aurora hop out. They one of them kind of Aurora lifts up the edge of the cart, which is
I'll help
pretty dang
align
heavy, actually, because it's like the cart is like packed full of food. And,
which is why I'm saying probably both of you would have to try to.
And holds it in place, and then you start casting mending on it. And as you do, the splintered wood just starts fusing back together.
And San is offering the mana flask of water.
With the pixie stick powder in it.
One goes back out with a flask of water with the pixie powder in it and offers it to the man.
And I've moved closer so that if he starts floating, I can grab hold.
Sorry, my text to speech.
I don't want that.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
She was just offering him a drink of water.
Right.
But okay.
I don't know you.
Question.
Good man, good man.
Yes.
My text to speech was very loud, and I didn't hear what happened to the wheel.
They
fixed it. Did I fix it with the help?
Yes, you fixed it.
Okay. I had
so
to.
You cast mending on it, and the splintered wood just started like fusing back together.
Okay.
Little picks as they.
And it's sturdy.
Together. And it is now fixed.
Should we check the other ones?
Water to cool down. It's pretty warm out. Persuasion. He doesn't want any of your water. Like, get that crap out of my face.
Meteor said no roll because no roll will succeed. He is a crotchety, suspicious old man.
No, San did roll.
Okay.
She rolled a 7 on persuasion.
Gotcha.
Actually, I didn't roll for him, so I technically should. He gets an 8.
Yeah, so
she
he's
gave it
good.
to Callan instead.
Because Callan tells him to drink.
Would Callan have noticed with his passive perception San preparing the water?
Probably not. He's oblivious.
Okay, noted.
And has 0 strength.
And very trusting.
I wanted to give him a shot.
Knowing Callan, he wasn't paying attention to anything you were doing.
Alright, so I'll inch closer to Callan.
So Callan takes it.
Trailing behind San a little bit here.
Callan takes it, and he's like,
"Oh, thanks.
I'm so thirsty."
The damage.
And he just like chugs it, like downs the whole thing in one go. And so you're going to roll d4.
And I am standing at the ready to either grab him if he starts floating or catch him if he falls asleep.
All right, so that would be asleep for 3 minutes.
Okay, so if he starts to slump, I'll grab him and hold him up.
All right, so as he takes the glass down, kind of licks his lips like, that was delicious. he just drops the glass or whatever you handed him, and just passes out and lands in your arms.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll athletics for me.
For me to see if he knocks me over?
Yep.
Okay.
A 13. We'll say with a 13, you catch him. He's heavier than you thought he'd be.
It's kind of an awkward catch. I probably have him in both of my arms.
Right. He's heavier than you were expecting. So, because it's not just picking him up. He's dead weight at the moment.
Yeah. Yep.
So you kind of stumble and like, oh God, Callan, what did you eat?
Yeah, I'll try to move him a little bit towards the cart to lean him a little bit.
And as this is happening, the old man is like kind of kicking the wheel, making sure it's good, and then he hops into the front and he's gonna start trying to leave.
Okay then. Have a good day, sir. Bye.
Yeah, whatever.
You're welcome. And I'll just
Don't screw yourself.
I feel like we could have left him there, but okay. Look at Lilia. Are you sure you wanted to help him?
Well, that will come back to bite him in the butt one day.
Back in the cart and move on.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Honestly, yes. Because remember, Saplin holds grudges, so Saplin has made a note of his appearance.
Was he going in the direction we're going or the opposite way?
Opposite direction. So you guys just let him keep going, and he rides off into the sunset with his cart full of food. Should have left a dead wolf on the road.
Should have stolen food out of his cart while he was distracted with the wheel. It's too late now, probably.
Yep, it's a bit too late at this point. You can run. You want to try and run after his cart and steal some food? All right, so San gets on Moro's back, and they just start bolting towards the old man's cart as he's going away. Anyone going to try and stop her?
No, I'm busy driving.
I'm busy casting Minor Illusion.
Okay, what are you casting Minor Illusion for?
Double checking that he's close enough that I can cast this in front of him still. That's 30 feet. Because if he's not, then it won't matter.
Sure, he hasn't gotten far yet.
I was gonna create a sound of a wolf howling.
What the fuck was that?
We should yell at him, "Careful, there's a pack of wolves that way." That's not me actually saying it, though.
So San catches up to him. And roll stealth, San.
That's part of San's character, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That is something she is good at.
So an 18. So you're able to get up to the cart just fine without him noticing. But with that sleight of hand roll, he does catch you rummaging around in there. There's all sorts of different foods here. There's like lettuce, there's some meats, there's bread, there's fruits, meat. All right, so you grab a big old slab of meat, and he looks back and says, "Hey, what the fuck do you think you're doing? Get out of there! Damn hooligan! Fuck you too! Damn thieves! I knew it!"
Sir, you have quite a dirty mouth. Maybe you need some soap.
Yeah, that's what your mother said.
Actually, my mom's dead.
Good for her. And he just keeps going.
Have fun with the
Saplin's
wolves.
pretty ticked right now. That exchange right there, just like Saplin's not happy.
Yeah, so this is just a grumpy old man. He
Yep.
doesn't give a care in the world.
There's about to be a grumpy old man with a sleep spell on his person.
Alright. You gonna do that, or you gonna let him keep going?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast it.
Okay, go ahead and cast sleep.
He has made me upset.
Alright. So,
Alright, that's the description. I need it to roll the actual 5d8.
what's the range on that?
90 feet.
Oh yeah, he's definitely in that range.
And it's a 20 feet
25.
radius, so I'm trying to get him specifically.
And you got a nat 20. Or wait.
Well, I got a nat on the roll. It was a 5d8 roll.
Gotcha. Okay. So 25. Yeah, he
I got a nat 8 on one of them. Is what it was.
as he's screaming back to you, you cast the sleep spell, and he just slumps over asleep. The carriage is still going.
Have a nice
He's
nap,
fine.
sir.
The horses are still awake.
Have a nice nap.
Yep.
You're welcome
He's
for.
going to be asleep for a minute.
All right. So he's gonna be asleep for a minute. San wants to loot more.
Knock yourself out, son.
All right. So San takes more stuff. So yeah, you can probably get a good amount of food from this. This cart's like loaded down with food. So you
Now,
can
Aurora might take issue to some of it, so
Yeah.
he wouldn't want you to take much, because that is the man's livelihood too.
Do we know for sure that it is?
He's transporting it for a reason. Hopefully, he's not a thief.
I'm waiting for Nihon to chime in if he has something to say here.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's muted on his
Nope.
mic and doesn't know it.
Oh, there you are.
Nope, I'm here. I've been here the whole time.
Oh,
Oh,
we
well-
were calling your name earlier and you didn't
Oh,
respond. so-
Sorry. I
you
got called away for a
taking-
moment. I didn't miss that. Yes.
Are you taking umbrage with anything that is happening right now?
Do you know what's happening right now? Was more the question.
Yeah, I'm catching up on everything. Sorry.
Yeah, angry old man. We helped him, and he was really rude.
He had
and
nothing
and
but
he,
harsh words.
and he,
Yeah.
he cursed at us.
Yep. Told me
And
he
so
that.
I put
there's
him to
no-
sleep.
There's no. I'm just sitting here looking like. Well, perhaps after a brief nap, he may be a little less.
That was my thinking. It's maybe he'll be
What
in a
is-
less
what is-
foul mood
what
after
is
some
the-
sleep.
I mean,
we have not hurt him, and hopefully we have not hurt him.
Well, Son is actively trying to rub him blind, so if you want to
Yeah.
jump in, now would be the time.
but then again, keep in
Miss-
mind he just said that he wishes my mother would die.
Yeah, that's why Saplin put him to sleep.
Right.
That's not
San-
exactly what he said.
San,
But no, he said it was
He-
good that her mother
Right.
was dead.
San,
Yeah, he said good for her when you said that she was dead.
Yeah.
Look, San, we may not like what this man has to say, but making a second wrong on this man by stealing from him does not make anything right.
But he pissed me off.
That's not how the world works. You simply cannot take things from people because they may upset you. Many
He'd
people.
be dead anyway. He owes us.
That may be true. He may owe us a debt, but it is up to him to decide how he wishes to repay it. We cannot make him do it for us.
Just like I said, things will catch up to him later.
So Son gets a
You-
sack. He's got some apples in there. I assume a couple things of meat more. And snacks on some of the fruit. And leaves the
can
rest
I-
in the cart.
Can I leave some coins behind in the back of the cart for him?
Yeah.
Since he's asleep anyway.
Yep.
Kind of offset what Son is taking.
Yeah.
That would be
How much do you want to
quite well.
leave?
I don't know what would be an equivalent exchange there, so I'd probably leave him maybe 2 or 3 gold.
Okay. Go ahead and deduct it from.
Yeah, I'll deduct 3 gold from my personal.
And the cart is still moving, by the way. So y'all are doing this all on a moving cart.
Yep.
Because no one stopped the horses.
Yep, I'm just leaving behind 3 gold.
All right. Okay, so you guys take some of the food, which you can add to your character sheets, and leave behind 3 gold. And then you hop out of the cart and go back to your own cart, which is now a little ways away from you, at least from the people who were in the cart.
Well, I think our cart was still stopped, but yeah.
It was, but his was going the opposite
Yeah,
direction.
his was still moving, because I didn't get the horses into sleep spell. I could have, I didn't.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. So you guys make your way back to the cart, hop in. Yeah, Callan would be awake at this point. What's going on? Why am I in the dirt?
You passed
I
out.
had leaned him against the cart, if that mattered, but
Yeah. He's still like sitting on the ground though, right?
okay. I had just kind of leaned him against the cart, and then San had tried to get Moro to sit on him, but sitting on him would have knocked me down, so I was choosing to not acknowledge that.
Yeah. He couldn't be like standing against the cart though, so you'd had to have like.
Yeah, he would have been slumped
and leaned
against
him-
it.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what he meant by in the dirt. He's on the ground.
Yeah. Be like, you should probably be a little bit more cautious about accepting things from San in the future. Did
yeah,
you
you're probably right.
Did you have a nice nap?
Oh yeah, it was great.
Okay. Nothing like a good power nap.
Oh yeah. All right, so you all get back into the cart and start heading on your way once again. Maybe kind of in the back of your mind thinking about that whole interaction, like whether it frustrated you or you found it funny or whatever. But just like thinking about it in the back of your head as you keep going.
Saflin. Sorry, I'm looking at San typing. San apparently flicked his forehead. But Saflin at this point is very, very intent on remembering what he looked like.
Okay. Yeah, it's just your generic old man.
Because she can disguise self as him later.
Okay.
You want to disguise yourself as a crotchety old man? Okay. Just
It'd be a good disguise.
If he tries to cause trouble for other people, it gives us an out.
Just tell me before you change into him, please.
Oh, naturally, I'm not going to disguise self without giving y'all a heads up. You'll kind of need to know where I am.
Yep.
All right. San offers food to the group to be eating on the road. Let's see.
So moving on, I guess.
Yep.
Moving
on.
Yep. Continuing our travel.
All right. So.
Hopefully that was not Tafgar.
It's now getting late into the evening. It's actually starting to get dark, but you're like very close to the farm that you guys are supposed to be going to, and it's getting into the evening. You can see the moon starting to rise, and you finally see a farm off to your left with fields of corn and a little stable. And so you turn in and you approach the house. You park your vehicle.
This is the farmhouse that we were sent to
Heading
check on,
to.
right?
Yes. Correct.
Now that has me curious, though, with what Lily said. Could this be the guy we were coming to check on?
I'm really hoping it's not, but it could be.
Can you put up the overland map?
Yeah.
Yeah, just so we know that we're somewhere else.
All right. Where are you guys right now? You're down there. There you go.
Thank you.
So you guys are now right here. All right. So you guys have arrived. What is the first thing you guys do?
Look
Right.
around.
Are there lights on in the house? Looking around, all that kind of stuff.
There are some lights on, yeah.
I'm specifically looking for signs of trouble, of recent travel, of any indication of if something may have happened here recently.
This is a courtesy check, right? We're here to check on
right.
them.
Yes.
It's a wellness check essentially.
I'll go knock on the door.
Okay.
All right. So looking around and also.
Guess I'm not noticing much.
You go up to knock on the door. You notice that the door is cracked open.
Oh, great.
I'll knock on the door anyways, and let it finish opening while I knock.
So you knock on the door. It kind of swings open, and no one responds.
Do I smell anything?
Did I perceive anything, or was it just the door?
Roll me perception for your smell. The main thing with a 17, you would notice the door and
With a 17? Oh, okay.
Scarecrow standing in the field.
Tracks on the ground?
There's probably quite a few tracks on the ground, yeah.
Fresh tracks.
If there are tracks, if they're footprints, if they're carriage tracks, if they're animal tracks.
Fresh tracks is what I'm trying to specify.
Mostly footprints is what you would find.
Okay.
So with a 13 perception, Curio, let's see. You sniff into the open doorway, and you do detect a hint of blood.
I will waltz in and see if I can find it.
All right.
I'm going to activate my cantrip that I picked up, which is message.
Okay.
And I'm going to basically I don't know if I have to see the creature or not. It says it point my finger towards a creature within range, but it's range of 120 feet. So I think I just have to know general direction.
Yeah, you have to know general direction. I believe there's a restriction on like it can't go through like a foot of such and such material.
Right, but it doesn't have to follow a straight line, and it travels freely around corners and openings.
Right.
So as long as he's not in basically a Faraday cage of encased stone or whatever.
Right.
I'll be able to target them. So I'll go ahead and cast message and be like, "Hello, is anyone home?" Trying to see if I get a response, and they can reply in a whisper that only I hear. And it says the target and only the target hears the message.
Okay. So you say
that's
that.
how it's phrased here.
As Curio's going in, you hear, help.
Guys, he needs help.
Help. And it's a woman's voice you hear.
There's a woman in there and she needs help.
Okay, so I'll take off running after Curio, I guess, and
Curio, yeah. So Curio's walking in, and in the living room, he sees a woman bleeding out on the floor, like mortally wounded.
Okay, so I'm going. Well, I'm running after behind you, so I.
Yeah, Lilia's right behind you. That's why I made that announcement so that the healers would run in.
Okay, so I'll go and notice her, and I will quickly put my hands onto her and just Cure wounds.
So as
Once the paramedic has arrived, I'll continue searching the
so
house.
the first person to come up to her is Curio.
Mm-hmm.
So as Curio comes up to her and kneels down at her, she says, "Please, my husband, he's out there, Scarecrow," and she dies.
But
We can fix that.
I just cured wounds.
Oh, this
She
happened right
died,
before
like,
you got there.
before you could get there. Like when
Okay.
Curio got to her, she had enough breath to say that and then died.
Feel like she would have said that all in response to my message.
Okay, here's
But,
the question. Die, or can I spare the dying?
You can try it.
Well,
Was that her final death saving throw?
That would be the question.
Yeah, that would be considered her final death saving throw. Yes.
She is dead.
So
Then she is
She was
done.
like, she just barely held out till you got there.
Yeah, we cannot bring her back. So her husband at the Scarecrow, I have a bad feeling.
okay, so question first before we
But I
continue.
don't-
Can I hold that heal, or should I take the thing back off because I already
Well,
rolled?
I think if you saw her breathe her last before you got there, I don't think you would have cast the spell.
Well, I
Yeah,
apparently
so-
didn't make it, so because I was saying
but
that I.
when you got there, you would be able to tell that she is now dead.
So can I uncheck that spell slot?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. You
Since
can
that-
decide to try it or not. That is up to you.
Since that happened, and that's what I heard when I first got there, and said that, I would have called for Lilia and told her go to the Scarecrow because her husband is there.
Would you
And
have
she's
called
gone.
out loud enough that I could have heard as well?
Yeah, I would have called because I didn't know Lilia was right behind me. I was going in straight, focusing on what I was doing. So I would have yelled it out loud enough for anyone to hear.
So I would cast message again towards the Scarecrow while people are running.
Yeah, so I have
Okay.
informed Lilia to go to the Scarecrow, and then after that, I'm checking the rest of the house.
All right.
Okay, so then I guess I change directions and start running off towards the Scarecrow then.
Yeah, and I will also say that the woman is kind of like in a pool of blood as well. So she's been
Right.
there for a little while.
Yeah.
Just like barely holding on, like very wounded. So you yell out to everyone, who stays in the house versus who.
Firedale said he was going to continue searching.
Okay.
Right. I'm casting out so I can stay back with Firedale, but also send a message out to the Scarecrow because it's 120 feet.
Okay.
So I mean that's
And-
pretty significant.
And Santa's working in from the back.
Sana's in the
house.
back of the building, yeah.
Okay, so San and Curio are
In the
searching the
house.
house,
Yeah.
while everyone else goes and runs to the field.
Yep, I was about to say I was gonna go outside.
Okay. All right, so we'll start with the people in the house. So, San starting at the back of the house. There's a main floor and a second floor, an upper floor. Who's checking where?
If Son's got the main floor, Curio will go upstairs.
All right.
I'm staying with the
Since
body.
we're kind of in a rush, I will call out. I'm going upstairs. That way, everybody knows where I'm going, and I will go upstairs. Because
Okay.
the more people we have searching spread out, the more chance we might find if there's anything else amiss or anyone else.
All right. So, as you guys are searching the house, roll perception for me. All right. So, okay, 19, 20. Just Son and Firedale. Son and Curio. All right.
Yeah, just the people in the house.
Or yeah, sorry, I meant investigation. Perception.
Oh, well,
works
I
too,
rolled
though.
it in the wrong order then.
Yep.
So it's
So
a
Sean,
13.
investigation?
Investigation as well.
So I got a 13 for investigation.
Okay. 13.
That's what I rolled for the perception. Was a 13.
I see
She
18.
just rolled in the wrong order.
Oh,
Oh.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
That wasn't my fault. That was Meteor's fault.
Yep, I said the wrong thing.
So I'm claiming that 13,
so-
dagnabbit.
With your perceptions and investigations, one of the main things you notice while searching the house is that all the doors and windows are boarded up from the inside, as if they were trying to keep something out.
Oh no.
So we've had to break in the doors, or they were previously boarded up and they've been broken into?
The ones that lead to the outside of the house are boarded up.
Okay.
Minus the front door that was left open.
So the front door, when you look at that, looks like it had been boarded up, but
And
Boards
forced
ripped off.
unboarded.
Okay.
Forced
It
off,
looks like-
or just they
It looks
unboarded
like
it?
it was removed from the
Oh.
inside.
So
So
they
it
had
was
to leave.
unboarded. Yep.
Right.
Somebody removed it.
You broke in.
So if you were trying to get in the back, it would have been difficult, but you could have gotten in the front easily enough. If you were to try and bust through the back door, you would need to make the.
She was trying to bust through the back
Yeah.
door. That was what she had
Yep.
said in the chat, and you just didn't acknowledge it.
Yeah, I saw that. I was getting to it. So yeah, if you would have forced your way in there, or if you had gone in the front, doesn't really matter. We'll say you busted through the door.
You took 10 and got there.
Yep. Yeah, it took a minute, but you got there. But yeah, that is the main thing you find in the house, is just that it seems they were trying to keep something out.
Notice anything else inside? People or anything? Signs of struggle, broken
No other people.
things?
It seems that, from what you can tell, the only people who lived here were the farmer and his wife.
Okay. If I don't notice anything upstairs, I'll come back down.
Okay. And downstairs, you notice the struggle with the woman. You can tell, like, she was hurt here, kind of crawled over here into the middle of the room, and that's where she died.
Oh, I'll do a proper thing before I go downstairs. I'll call out, didn't see anything up here, then I'll go downstairs.
Okay.
And
Son looks for
Son-
footsteps in the blood. You kind of notice, like, smear marks, not necessarily footprints.
Like she dragged herself, smear marks?
Like something may have dragged through it.
Okay.
So do we see an entrance or an exit wound?
On her?
Yeah.
Yeah, there. It looks like she. Let's see. It looks like she was clawed.
Okay.
I have a question. Has it been more than a minute?
Yeah, the old man would be awake again.
So, you went in there at first.
That wasn't why I was asking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you want to go back and do that, you could. I was kind of surprised you didn't.
The spare the dying? You said she was dead. It passed her last saving throw. What would be the point of that?
No. There was something else I thought you would do.
The cupcake?
The cupcake, yeah.
Yeah.
That was going to be my question.
Yeah. So
What's the cupcake?
if you wanted to revert a little, we can.
She has a cupcake that gives her one use of Speak with Dead.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Can we?
Yeah, we can retcon that.
But
Well,
wait a
Speak with
minute.
Dead
Oh,
can be used anytime.
No, the
This
last wish cupcake gives you if they've died within 1 minute, you can bring them back
Oh, okay.
to ask one question.
Yeah, she gets
Yeah,
one
it's-
question if they've died within the last minute.
Right. It's a much more limited form of Speak with Dead.
Right.
Gotcha. I didn't remember.
Mhm.
So yes, I was waiting for you to do that, but
We
so
just
can
need to look
retcon
at
and
our
say
inventory.
when you initially went in there, you thought of it and did it.
Okay,
So
but
with your
I'm
one
wondering.
question-
No, hold on a sec.
yeah,
I'm
go ahead.
wondering who would be better to do it though, to ask the question. Like,
I
what
don't
if-
think
It's a
it
question, so
necessarily
anyone
matters. It's just a question.
Okay, so what should the question be then? Who attacked you?
Who attacked you or what happened here? One of the two. Yeah. In case there was a what.
can pull the whole loophole thing and add lots of comma ands. Who attacked you, and where did they come from, and what did they do?
And where did they go? Did you see where they went?
Yeah, lots of ands. Still all one question.
DM gets to choose how many of them she actually answers.
She will answer one question.
Yeah, it does say one question.
Yeah.
If you like ask multiple at a time, she'll choose one
Yeah.
and answer just that one.
Okay, so I guess I'll put it back to where I run into the building, and I pull out the cupcake from my bag of holding, and take a bite of it and be like, I guess looking at her. Do I have to eat
What's
the whole
it taste
thing?
like?
Yeah, you could. It's like a smaller cupcake, so you could eat the whole thing.
Okay.
In there, it wouldn't take long to eat it.
Okay, so I'll nom down the cupcake. While I guess kneeling next to her.
I'm just imagining this image of Lily of the Healer standing over this dead woman, and she whips out of her backpack, or
Just
the
noms a
bag of
cupcake.
holding,
Yep.
this cupcake, and just starts eating it, staring at this woman intently.
That's so weird. Yeah, okay. Anyways, what do I do then?
Ask a question.
I have to. She doesn't just come to life, and I can see her.
Nope.
Ghostly body. Okay. How to put this? Ma'am, can you please tell me what happened here, and if you know who attacked you?
Okay. We'll take that as the who attacked you.
I'd rather get the what happened here, if possible, please.
What happened here? Okay.
Then stop your question there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you tell me
what happened here? We'll cover that. So.
Yeah.
Ma'am, can you please tell me what happened to you?
All right. So you.
Or what happened
speak this
here? My
question,
brain is gone.
And as you speak this question, like the words kind of like visibly come out of your mouth and like go
Into
over
her
to the
body?
corpse and kind of sink into her. And after a second or two, you see kind of like her mouth doesn't move at all, but like a breath of air comes out of her lungs, and from that you can hear her say, "They came out of nowhere. They surrounded us. We had to board ourselves up. They're so terrifying. Beware of the scarecrows."
Beware of the Scarecrow. Oh God.
Okay.
Okay, so my message going out would have changed at that point then? Can we retcon that as well? Because I don't think we ever did what my message was that I was sending out towards the Scarecrow.
And he was doing inside than outside at the same time frame. So
yeah.
Right.
So
Well,
your message would have been some time
I
ago.
was inside, yeah. Which I don't think he recognized.
It's not happened yet. In the outside world.
Well, because we just retconned that this
Yeah.
happened, and I would have been in the door frame when that happened, if nothing else.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I thought you were still outside. But
I was
that works.
casting and running.
Right. Yeah, so
Scarecrows.
so from you're at the door to outside? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I'm basically standing in the front doorway.
Okay.
Yeah, she was just
So
right there.
the woman is like
In the middle of the room, you said, right?
down the hall and
Oh.
into the living room.
Okay,
you
so I
couldn't
would
see
not
her
have
from
heard.
the doorway.
Okay.
Yeah,
Lilia can tell her though.
and this response would have been like almost like a whisper.
Okay, so
loud
I wouldn't
enough
have
to
heard.
hear, but not from the outside doorway.
Okay,
So
okay.
does Lilia inform?
I guess I'll just loudly shout out, guys, I just used my Lash Whisk cupcake. She says, beware of scarecrows.
Okay.
All right. So, San and Curio, do you still go and search the house?
That's what I was still
Okay.
going to do, yeah, because don't know much more information.
All right, so San and Curio still search the house. Does everyone go run off, or do they wait?
I guess I'll just say I'll stand outside the house and look around cautiously.
Okay, so you're standing guard outside the house. What is everyone else doing then?
If Lilia, in fact, warned me in a way that I could hear. Like
Well,
it
I
sounded
said I
like it.
screamed it like loud.
Yeah, it sounded like I should have heard it from there. But based on what Meteor was saying, I was making sure. Because I was a little distance away.
Yep,
I would have used. I would have looked out, and if any of our party was near the Scarecrow or outside, kind of further away, like Callan, who has no survival instinct whatsoever, I would have used my message if they weren't within shouting distance to be like, they said stay away from this. Something's up with the Scarecrows. Stay away from them for now.
Okay.
Just so that nobody got close.
All right.
But now I'm scared because now she says her husband is at the Scarecrows.
Right. We're going to have to go there, but we need to not have one person poking around and get themselves in trouble.
What if he dies?
So you all regroup at the front of the house while San and Curio are searching it. Right?
Just the rest of the group can go while we're looking. Now that they're a little bit more informed.
Right.
Yeah, I was saying basically buddy system.
Mm-hmm.
No one person go up to that Scarecrow alone.
All right. So we'll say Curio and San finish exploring while you guys are keeping an eye outside, and you have not gone over towards the Scarecrow at all yet. So San and Curio report back about the place being boarded up and like the drag mark through the blood. And we will pick up there.
We are now in present.
Yes,
sorry about that.
That's okay.
No
I was surprised you didn't think about that right away because I knew you've been dying to use that cupcake.
Part of me was also wondering if I should save it.
Someone else was dying for her to use that cupcake.
Yeah.
Right, that's why we had to wait.
I'm wondering if I should grab Aurora and we go try to check the Scarecrow or for the husband.
It may not be a bad idea.
Yep, it would be a good idea.
Han Meteor, question.
Mm-hmm.
I have Misty Step, which lets me teleport 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And I know normal movement, you can usually bring someone with you by going half movement, I think is the rule.
Okay.
And Misty Step is a you only thing.
Yeah, Misty Step is a me only. But I'm wondering if to basically mitigate the fact that I'd be having my movement for my normal movement. I could do my normal movement essentially to cover the same amount of ground as they would, but give them a 15 feet head start. Kind of thing.
So
I
you're not
am
taking
lost as what
them-
you're saying,
Yeah,
but okay.
I'm not taking them as part of my Misty Step. I'm using my Misty Step after I've dragged them so that I don't lag behind when they move.
Okay.
So basically, my normal 30 feet walking speed I would have to drag them 15 feet with me so they don't have to waste their movement on that 15 feet so they can move further.
Okay.
Does that make
She's
sense?
holding their hands and pulling them along and doing her movement so that they can rest and then do their movement.
Correct. So that they can move 15 feet further than they would have because I'm dragging them there.
Sure.
That's
For
all
For
I'm
what?
doing.
Who are you dragging? Because
I'm not sure it's all that necessary at this point.
Okay, if it was time sensitive, that was why I was gonna bring that up. But
Gotcha.
otherwise,
Yeah,
if it's
I
not,
don't think it's all that necessary currently.
okay.
So the Scarecrow is over in the cornfield.
but
All
I
right.
do have
far
a
away?
question though, because who would you be dragging?
I would probably be dragging you or Aurora just so that you were there closer in case it was we're about to lose another person to a death saving throw.
Because keep in mind, I have my feline agility. If I had to run,
Yeah,
it doubles
they'll be
my.
able to move.
That's the point, though. You would get 15 movement, and then you'd get to use your entire movement plus your feline agility.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anyways,
It'd be
Just they're a
15 feet
little
on
bit
top of that.
faster is what she was
Yeah.
trying to do.
Yeah,
Okay.
currently, I am
Yeah.
not worried about movement speed.
Okay.
Okay.
That it was gonna come into play if that was a reason, but that was it.
Right.
Okay. So, anyways,
Currently, you guys are still coming up on the cornfield. So are all of you going to it now?
if I've got
That's
other
like,
people
are
with me,
you
yes,
behind? Okay.
and I'll have
Yeah,
Luna.
I'd be following behind them as well, kind of keeping an eye out.
So you kind of stick to the edge of this cornfield, and you're like looking down the rows. You have your eyes locked on like the top of a scarecrow head that you can see, and so you go over to that row, and you can see the scarecrow down further into the lane. You guys go in further?
Hold on.
Can I have Luna try to keep smell and see if she smells anything weird? Because she
How many
does have
charges
keen
does this
smell.
need?
Sure. What exactly is she smelling for?
Anything that's weird, blood, just weirdness. If she smells blood or
Okay.
whatever.
I am casting Speak with Plants.
Okay. That's
We're in a cornfield. I can now talk to the corn.
That should be interesting.
Can you lend me an ear?
Be like, guys, what's going on here? We were told to stay away from this scarecrow. What's up?
The scarecrows move. Beware the scarecrows.
Thank you.
And
Okay.
go ahead and roll perception for Morrow's smell.
Not Mara, Luna.
Oh, Luna. Sorry, Luna's smell. With a 15, Luna can smell blood down this way.
Okay.
Like dried blood.
Dried blood?
Mm-hmm.
Not wet, fresh blood?
Right.
Okay. I'm assuming we proceed with caution.
Casually chatting with the corn to get info while the rest of the group is moving towards the scarecrows.
I'm also going to roll a perception for myself to see if I notice anything weird.
All right. So, as you guys are moving down this row and approaching the scarecrow, those of you with dark vision, which is everyone except for Aurora, can see at the base of the scarecrow is a man lying still on the ground.
Okay. I think we need to get to him.
So with that, I will bring you guys to here.
I want to do something really quick.
Okay.
I want to jump in the air 11 feet and see what I see.
Inside a building?
Okay.
No,
Uh,
once I get outside.
I'm like,
yeah, you guys are not inside of a building right now. You're in a field.
Yeah, once I get outside.
Meteor.
Okay. Yeah.
One of the factors of my speak with plants is that I can turn terrain that's difficult terrain into normal terrain, or I can turn ordinary terrain into difficult terrain.
Okay.
By making the plants hinder pursuers.
Okay.
Can I make the area around the Scarecrow harder for the Scarecrow to potentially move through should it decide to get funny?
Sure.
Because I had that as a question, and I had a question about whether or not I could have them tug the body away from the Scarecrow. Just a little bit, like 5 feet.
Yeah, you could try to
Either of
hold it,
those.
pull it away, and you can make it difficult terrain around it. I will say for this, if the couple rules to keep in mind for this, if you try to go through the corn, it does count as difficult terrain.
Yes, I can ask them to move, essentially.
And
to make way.
You are only going to be able to see in the row that you currently are in.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go to another row, I'll reveal that. If you leave a row, I'll hide that.
okay.
If I move to the edge of a row and I ask the corn stalks to make me a path through, would I be able to see directly in front of me, like line of sight, up?
Yes.
Into the next row?
Yep.
Okay. Because that is something that my spell will let me do.
And with that spell, you could also have them move out of the way so that you don't use.
Don't
you
lose.
Can ask all of
for you.
You
yeah,
can
I
ask all
can
of
ask
them
them to
to
make a
lean
path.
down.
Yeah.
So we can see.
Yes.
Also, I can
just shout it out. 30 feet around you, they'd all lean down.
Yep.
All right. So one of you is like cautiously reaching for the body.
I am asking the corn to pull the body closer to us and away from the Scarecrow.
Okay. All right. So the corn that's next to the body here says, "Sure thing," and it leans down and kind of pushes it closer to you, and then the next one leans down and pushes it closer to you.
It's a corn wave.
So.
And is the Scarecrow reacting to this at all?
Not currently. It is currently perfectly still.
And I'm jumping in the air 11 feet to
So
look
now
around.
the body's more like.
Yeah, I would have pulled it closer to where Lilia would potentially, or Aurora would be able to do something about it.
Okay.
I'm assuming
right here.
I'm assuming inspect it.
Yes. Inspect it if it is worth or able to be saved to do healing.
All right.
What would I do for that? Investigation?
Medicine check, probably. Would be my guess. But that'd be a meteor call.
Yeah, you could do a medicine check to check the body. 23. So with that medicine check, you can tell that he's been dead for a while.
Okay.
He's got claw marks all over his body, even on his back, as if he was running away.
Guys, he's dead.
And Curio, sorry, you were wanting to jump up and look around.
Yeah, as we were moving, I was going to jump up in the air and look around.
Okay. What is your vision?
Same as mine.
I can see in the dark.
He's dark vision.
Yes. I mean, to how many feet?
I don't understand the question.
How far can you see in dark?
Yeah. It should tell you how
60
far
feet.
60? Okay. So
okay.
You can see that far. All right. So I'm going to try and do a quick.
Strangely enough, Aurora can jump higher than I can
Interesting.
That's
because
interesting.
it's based on strength.
All right.
Ah.
So
But I figure the corn's
Firedale.
not 11 high.
you can see the. Can you see the me dragging the?
Yeah, we can see the
I can see a
distance.
black arrow.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So when you jump up, Firedale, you are able to spot with your range of 60 feet in this direction another Scarecrow. So that direction.
I would like to maintain a running conversation with the corn, asking them to let me know if there are more approaching.
So kind of in that direction, which I can't see the box.
So
'cause it's hidden.
within, I think, 30
Okay.
feet,
Yeah. So kind of in this
they
direction.
can all hear me.
Okay, so I just saw one like to the north of us.
Yep.
Okay. I see one over there, and I'll point so everyone can see where I'm pointing.
So everything from here to here
Yeah.
Yep,
So
all the corn in 30
to
feet
here
of her can talk
hear
to her.
and acknowledge me. Yeah.
yeah. So he could see out this far, and within that distance, the only one he saw was over here. Was the one above you?
Okay, and there was nothing below us either.
Correct.
Okay.
Not in the 60 feet range.
And are the corn talking in my ear frantically at all?
So you've asked them to let you know if something's approaching.
Mm-hmm.
If any of the scarecrows are approaching us, yeah.
All right. So they are reporting that nothing is moving right now.
Okay.
Here's a
When
question.
Son saw me move and jump into the air, she want to do it too because she can see further.
Yeah,
That-
Son would have tried.
Then I has a question.
Okay.
If we get Callan to detect magic on these scarecrows, would that show
Sure.
if they are
He can try.
magical?
I would think Callan would know what detect magic does and know that if it's a construct, it won't detect it.
Right.
It's not an actual, and unless it's an actual animated scarecrow, which it might be, but if it's a scarecrow creature, it won't.
What if they're like, I don't know, cursed scarecrows? Not necessarily cursed, but I don't even know how to put it. Like
Yeah,
a
Son wants to
spell
get
cast
out.
on them.
Are you looking to see before we get out, Son?
I'm gonna kill Meteor if this gives me nightmares, but yes. And if I have a nightmare, I really will kill him.
They're not weeping angels. You're okay.
They're not
I don't
weeping
care.
angels, and the corn around us follows my suggestions right now. So if they start coming after us, they can stop them, and we can run.
All right. So moving on, San, I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw, please,
Oh, lovely.
while you're looking at this scarecrow.
You're having her roll to see if she gets nightmares?
A 21. Okay.
I'm at nightmares IRL, not freaking in game. I don't like Doctor Who freaking monsters. Go away.
A scarecrow's a Doctor Who thing?
Yeah.
Yes, there is an episode with scarecrows back in
I didn't know that.
50s.
They freaked the crap out of
more
me, but not for
times.
that.
It was
I'm-
in
Yeah.
David Tennant's.
It's actually
one.
one of my favorite episodes of Doctor Who.
Yeah, I don't like him. Shut up. Can we move on?
I just have horror movie connotations with scarecrows, with people being mocked up as scarecrows.
It's the episode where the doctor puts his doctor brain into a fog watch and becomes human.
Oh, yeah. That one.
Yep. Okay.
So why am I doing a wisdom save?
We don't
You
know.
don't know. All right. So.
I hate you.
All right. So you guys are messing with the body. Curio jumped up. San's just probably. I assume San's like not taking her eyes off the Scarecrow.
Well, San also had wanted to jump up
Oh, San wants
originally.
to jump up too.
I said I was gonna jump up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
she
didn't
can
see
see
the
much
rest.
further than I can.
I missed that one.
Okay.
And
I
she
saw
can
you
jump
talking
higher.
about your jump height. So okay, yeah, you can jump, and you can see 120 feet.
Double.
Okay. So with that vision, you can see
Way off screen.
a Scarecrow in this direction and in this direction as well.
Okay, we're getting out. Bye. I'm going.
Is it just
Is San
Scarecrow?
heading-
Well, I was going to ask, is it just scarecrows or are there more dead bodies?
She is not able to see any more dead bodies at the moment.
I say fuck it and come back during the morning or the day.
I'm gonna have
where it's not dark.
Callan.
Well, I don't think it is
also make
dark.
Yeah, he said the moon was coming out.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
it's nighttime. It's
Okay.
nighttime for sure.
That's why you said dark vision.
All right, so Callan.
So I'm assuming Aurora's pulled out his sword so he can see.
Yes. That I have.
All right. So you guys start to back away.
I would ask
And-
the corn to cover our retreat, so if they start moving towards us, to block them.
And as you try to go away, Callan is not moving.
Okay. Morrow, pick him up.
He seems absolutely terrified right now.
You can move away, just not towards.
Yeah, if he's frightened, he just can't move closer to it.
And as you guys are messing with him, the Scarecrow turns towards you.
Yep, and the corn.
Roll initiative.
I was prepared.
Well, would the corn do something right now? Because I'd asked them to cover our retreat to block them.
They could kind of like move, like bend in front of it a little, yeah.
Yeah, basically what they're doing is they're making it difficult terrain because they're swaying in front of the Scarecrow. So in the combat, they would have to travel through difficult terrain to get to us.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't think they can restrain necessarily. Let me check.
So kind of like that.
Let me check here.
Yeah, I wouldn't say they could restrain, but they could.
Yeah, I don't think they can necessarily.
Okay, so Curio got a 20.
No, I can release stuff that's entangled, but I don't think I can entangle themselves.
Other people need to roll initiative.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Got a 21.
13.
Saflin got a
Nat 20.
How the hell did Stick end up with a nat 20?
That.
No, it wasn't a nat 20. I thought it was a nat 20.
No, mine was a nat 20.
Well, Stick ended up with a 20.
Can I restart that? I wasn't ready for it to go yet. I didn't finish entering things in. I gotta re-enter everything now. 20, Saflin 23, Aurora 13, Callan got a 20, Sun with the 14, Lilia with a 21. Okay. Oh, they got pretty high rolls on theirs. Okay. So, first in the turn order is
Kellen is afeared.
Saflin.
Okay. First things first. Is there anyone who would like to immediately get out of dodge? Because I will Mantle of Inspiration you right now.
I don't. My plan is to
Does
run.
anyone urgently need to be out of range of the Scarecrow?
Nope.
Me
don't think
mentally,
so.
but no.
Okay.
I think
Kellen
health
probably
should all
wants
be
to be.
perfect.
I don't know if he'd be able to move depending on what's going on with him.
So,
I don't know if that would help.
it would not help him right now, I can tell you.
Okay. Because basically they use their reaction to move their full speed. But if he's not going to move anyway.
If he's frightened, he ain't gonna move.
Right. If I can tell that he's frightened, I would be like, okay.
Yeah.
Not worth it. Okay.
I will tell you that he is currently frightened and paralyzed.
Paralyzed. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So he cannot. You're like trying to get through to him, and he can't move or speak.
Can we move him? Can we drag him?
You could try, but it would.
It'd be hard.
For it. Yeah.
Okay, it'd be difficult.
Like he is complete dead weight right now, like stiff. He's not going to help you whatsoever to move.
Would I know if the Scarecrow counts as a creature?
The Scarecrow would count as a creature, yeah.
Okay.
It is a construct.
All right.
I believe constructs count as creatures.
Yeah, that's why Detect Magic doesn't specifically work on them.
Right.
They're not actually animated things, they are creatures.
So I will use command from the Staff of Charming.
Okay.
So I will expend a charge on the Scarecrow that I can see, which has to do a Wisdom saving throw of a 14 or higher.
Okay.
And I am issuing a command, which is halt, which is the target doesn't move and takes no actions.
Okay.
That would basically be skip your turn if he fails.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I always forget to like label these guys so I can tell the difference between them on turn orders. Okay, so a DC 14 Wisdom saving throw. He has a +0. So just gonna roll a straight D20, and he gets a 14.
Dang it! So he passes, so nothing happens. All right. It was worth a shot.
Yeah, he barely made the save.
I was trying. It was worth a shot. Well, that's my action. For my bonus action, I think the only things I can do as a bonus are I can do my Bardic Inspiration, I can do my Mantle, I can do Healing Word, and I can do Misty Step.
Do you want to Misty step your ass out of there?
I'm thinking about it, yeah. That is my thought right now. Misty Step my 13 AC self out. But I need to have a spell slot for it, so let me make sure that I have one. Yeah, it's a 2nd level spell, so I will expend the 2nd level spell slot. And I will Misty Step myself away.
Okay, what
Actually,
do you mean by
I can-
away?
I
Like
can-
out of the
I-
cornfield?
Yeah.
You guys are like midway into the cornfield.
Okay, so I can't. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then I wouldn't spend it anyway, because I could move the same distance without Misty Step as long as I'm not obstructed.
Right. Yeah, you are not currently obstructed. I'd say to get out would probably be like 120 feet. This Scarecrow was like in the middle of the cornfield itself.
Okay. So I'll do Bardic Inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
And I will grant it to, I think, Aurora.
Thank you.
Okay.
And say, yeah, you've got this. You've got this, and kind of move away with my movement. So you now have a D6 that you can use to add to an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. And because of my magical inspiration, if you have spells that do damage or healing, you can apply it to that instead.
Thank you.
Yep. And it's
If you-
specifically spell damage. Yeah.
If you want, I can like shift everything over so that you guys have more room to your left.
Yeah, because that's like I have nowhere to go really other than the
Yeah.
one spot.
We'll shift it closer.
If we're in the
to
middle, yeah, we'd shift us to the middle.
there.
Yeah. And then I would use my movement now that I've done that to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Use my movement to move. And that's everything I've got.
Okay. So. All right. So next up is Lilia.
Yep. Trying to figure out what I should do. I know I will. Okay, question. Between Firedale and Nihon, who has the lower AC?
Nihon does, I believe.
I'm at 19 currently.
And Aurora is 18.
Yep.
Yeah, Aurora is currently a little bit easier to hit. They're both pretty high, though.
Then question, who should I smack some AC on? Asking for a suggestion.
I would wait and see.
Lilia or Callan would probably be good ones, as this is probably going to be a close quarters battle.
Yeah.
I can
Within
AC
reason.
myself?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
As long
You
as
are
it
a
doesn't
creature.
say any other. If it just says a willing creature, you're good.
But it does say it's a concentration. I can AC myself with concentration?
Yeah, your
Concentration just
concentration
means
is different.
you have to concentrate on the spell to keep it
Yeah.
going.
Which means I can't cast anything when I'm concentrating, right?
You can cast other
You
things,
can
just
cast-
not
Okay.
the things that require concentration.
Right, and if you're attacked, you have to roll a Constitution save to not lose focus on that spell. On that little bit of your energy that you're holding to it.
Saflin, that what you put in chat is fine.
Okay.
Okay, then I am going to, I guess, Shield of Faith myself then.
Okay. So you now have a +2 to your AC.
Okay. And let's see. Is there anything else I can do? I guess the only thing I really can do at that point is move myself and Luna back. How far can I go?
You can move 30, I think.
Yeah, 30 feet.
And 60 if you want to.
Yeah, if you want to use your feline agility feature.
Yeah, no, I think I'm just gonna save that, and if I could click the right thing, move myself back to here. And then with Luna, just get her to walk back too, because I don't want her. Wait a minute. How far does she go? Brain.
One other thing I'll say, if you are attacking through plants, which you can do,
Obstructed.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah, they have cover.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She was here. Give me 1 minute.
Well,
Okay.
and I think making it difficult terrain here wouldn't
Anyways.
necessarily be giving the Scarecrow cover or us cover. It's just making it harder for the Scarecrow to move through it or us to move through it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'll just carefully walk backwards, then bring Luna with me. I'm scared of that thing. That's all I'll do. besides my Shield of Faith. So next person can go. I don't want to be first to attack.
Okay.
Oh, can I say that I'm equipping my staff? Just in case I need to smack a thing.
Yep.
Difficult terrain, you move at half speed when you're within it.
Correct. Okay. So is that your turn then?
Yep.
All right. So next up is Callan, who is currently frightened and paralyzed. I assume he can make another wisdom throw to try and break out of it.
I have a question then.
Say that. What's that?
Could I have asked Luna to try and drag him?
She could try to drag him, yeah.
Then can I say, or me and Luna try to drag him back, snap him out of it, and pull him? Which means I wouldn't have been able to walk so
that would change
far.
your speed, yeah.
Yeah. So I was here. So yeah. So I was here.
Need to make an athletics check.
Okay. Let's see. No, I had the right thing open. Sorry, I'm too many pages today.
Yeah, I guess straight athletics, not disadvantage at all.
Well, I mean, I am cat.
Right. With a 17, you can drag him a bit, yeah. With a 17.
Basically, I'd be kind of, because my movement's 30.
Right, it would cost you twice as much movement to move him.
My problem is Son and Moro are currently in the place where I'd have to go.
Yeah.
But well, here's the question.
You would go your full movement until you got to him. And then you'd go half once you started dragging him.
Yeah, so you'd get 10 normal, and then you'd have 20 left, so you could move him another 10 feet.
So you could move him past Moro.
Yeah, could we move him past Moro and I'll...
And you could be next to Son.
And then and Luna's got more movement, so I'll just...
And just as a reminder, in case it does matter, you can move into the
Yes, you
corn.
can move in. Yeah, you can.
Yeah, not with other freakies out there.
That's true.
Not with other freakies out there, thank you.
All right, so...
Did you get my whisper, Meteor?
Okay.
I'll just pull him. Luna's just gonna grab onto him and drag him too. Sorry about your clothes.
Right?
Yep.
Okay. So Callan's not gonna be able to do anything then. He's basically skipping his turn because he's just absolutely terrified.
Now I do have a question. Could Luna have pulled him further because she's got 50 feet?
Probably.
He would have to do the same check.
It'd have been 40 divided by 2.
She'd have to do the athletics check too.
Yep.
Yeah, so having trouble today.
So yeah, whichever one you could each make an athletics check, and whoever got the better.
Does she even have an athletics?
If not, it's a strength roll.
Yeah, strength roll is fine.
For like 20. An extra.
Okay. Yeah, so she could move him an extra, like, what is it? Like 5 feet, I think?
Because wouldn't it have been advantaged because both of us pulling? Was my thought. Because I said I grabbed onto him with Luna, like grabbing and pulling his clothes.
She rolled an 18.
Yeah.
Regardless of it,
you're fine.
Advantage, you both are pulling.
Okay, so then can I say I pulled him to here then?
Yeah.
Okay. Get him away a little bit. Now we can start smacking on him. Try to get him awake and to his senses.
Okay.
I figured typing is easier than just saying when stuff is going on.
So many people got a 20 on their roll for initiative. All right, Curio, you're up.
Well, okay, I have to ask, the Scarecrow's dexterity,
Yeah.
is it higher or lower than an 18?
The actual
Low?
dex score.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
Curio's
Applied
first.
Yeah, I do go first. Because
Okay.
if it was higher, it would
Gotcha.
actually go before me, even though we rolled the
Gotcha.
same.
Yeah, it's lower. It's lower.
Everyone else is retreating. Free action, since talking's free. Aurora, are you going to stay or are you going to back up with everybody?
It's a good question. I'll
Seems
back up. I'm gonna back up a little bit.
Okay, then for my turn, as a rated action to prepare for things, I am going to back up 10 feet. And actually, I'm not going to ready an
don't think
action.
that
We already
is
know the thing's
either.
going to come after us. So I'm going to back up and then throw a Radiant Sunbolt at the one I can see directly in front of us.
Okay.
But I didn't move back as far as everyone else. That way I'm a more prime target.
Now you are attacking through Corn at the moment because they are bent over in front of him.
Okay.
Well, they're not obstructing. They're just making the terrain difficult to traverse.
Yeah, they're not cover.
Okay.
They're not cover.
Okay. That's fine then.
So
Because we said they couldn't restrain, so they can't
Right.
do that.
Okay, that makes sense.
just means he doesn't move as fast, right?
Yes, it means he has to do double movement. It takes double his movement to move through those
so
squares.
that does hit.
and it's radiant damage.
Okay, so that does 7 damage to him.
Yay.
Alright.
And do I want to unleash? No, I'm good. I'm going to hold up right now and see what happens because there might be worse. So we're good. Turn done.
Okay. So next up is this Scarecrow here, and you failed your thing on him, right, Saflin? So he can't
The
take
command
restraint?
failed, yes, so he
Yeah,
can
okay.
act as normal.
Okay. So he is going to go ahead and move through here to here, using double movement speed.
So each of those squares cost him 10 feet of movement.
Yep, so that was 25 movement there. And he's going to...
I have to ask, does it spread legs and walk or does it hop?
It has legs.
Okay.
They do have legs, yes. So, and when he's walking, he's kind of like dragging his feet too.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Is it made of wood?
It is not made of wood, no. It is made of straw.
Dang it. Okay.
You're thinking the butter knife.
Yeah, you saw my awful idea in your Twitch chat.
Oh no, I didn't.
We have the wooden butter knife that cuts through wood like butter.
Right.
I was like, well, I could just hack him down.
All right.
But,
so
yep.
Aurora.
Attack the Scarecrow with a butter knife. It laughs
He
in
is
my
going
face.
to do a +3 attack against you. So 23.
Yeah.
All right, that's going to do 2d4 plus 1 slashing damage. So 6 slashing damage.
Okay.
And you're going to need to make a wisdom saving throw.
You do have the Bardic Inspiration, so if you need it, you can add it to that, or you can add it to your attack when you do
Good
that.
roll.
All right.
Yep.
Then he gets a second attack, which gets a 21.
Go ahead. What?
How
Yeah.
close is Aurora to me? Let's see here. I can get it to
5, 10, yeah. 35.
within that's close enough. Okay.
Okay.
I'm checking the distance of how far I gotta be for silvery barbs. It's 60 feet. He's fine.
Okay.
So I will go ahead and spend my last first level spell slot and my reaction
Have
on
him
silvery
reroll?
barbs. Have him reroll. So
Okay.
that Scarecrow has to reroll that attack.
Very nice. All right, so he gets a 5 instead. Is your AC at least a 5, Aurora?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait,
He
what do you?
misses then.
I'm confused. What do you mean 5? I see 2.
It's +3.
+3.
Oh, okay.
And I
Right.
will grant that advantage to Aurora.
Okay. So Aurora, your next attack will be with advantage.
Thank
All
you.
right. So that is going to end his turn. Then going to go to the next Scarecrow, who is going to go 5, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to dash. And by the way, the corn is now whispering to you, letting you know that things are moving.
Okay.
Is everyone good until the end of the turn?
I think so.
I mean, I can't do anything until the round resets, so yeah.
Well, I mean the people that are having to get ready to go. Someone said 9 o'clock.
Ah, yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'll be here till at least till the end of the turn.
Okay. All right. Now this one. 30. So actually probably yeah, he's gonna go there. And so inside the corn next to Saflin and Lilia, a Scarecrow appears right there.
dun dun dun. Aren't you glad you have an AC boost?
And he is going to. He's trying to keep you guys from retreating, so he's going to attack the one who's furthest back. And he's going to do +3, 13. Does a 13 hit?
Mm-mm. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, who are you?
The furthest
Yeah.
back.
Sorry, yeah,
You.
Lilia.
No, 13 doesn't hit. My armor class is 15.
Okay. And he's going to make a second attack for 17.
That does hit.
All right, so he's going to roll 2d4 plus 1 for 6 slashing damage. And you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
That's yeah, good luck. Oh no, my wisdom's okay. And I wouldn't still have those
Oh,
5.
Nat 1.
I wouldn't still have those
Nice.
temp points from the wolves, would I? The temp health.
You would.
You
we
would.
haven't long rested.
Yeah,
Okay,
you would.
so that goes down, and that goes down.
All right, so now, Lilia, you have the frightened condition.
Okay, what does that mean?
So the frightened condition, a frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls, while the source of its fear is within line of sight. And you
Wait,
cannot willingly move closer to the source of your fear.
Hold on a sec. I have. What was his? My brain's gone. What was his?
Frightened?
No,
Oh.
the second attack. What was the AC?
17.
17.
Okay, that.
You said you had a 15 and you have
15 natural. Yeah,
17.
it puts me at 17.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
So
it
he would
still
meet
hit.
it, so it still hit.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it barely hit.
Okay, so brain. What is the fear again?
So you can't willingly move closer to it, and while you can see it, you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls.
Okay.
Yeah, and that will last until the end of that Scarecrow's next turn.
This Scarecrow, I'm guessing?
Yes, the one next to you.
Okay.
It slashed you and you felt the chill down your spine. Suddenly it looked a little bit scarier.
All right.
And why did I
next
get a
up
freaking
is
nat 1?
San.
Wisdom is my thing.
All right, San's turn.
Hi.
It's your turn. If you need to leave after your turn, we will understand.
Mm-hmm. San's turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
So what you gonna do, Pika?
So we have
You also
two
don't know.
scarecrows. We have one that just popped out over here by Lilia and attacked Lilia. We have this one here that is in pursuit of Aurora and Curio right now, because they're closest. We are attempting to either get rid of them or get away, because if they attack us, they have a chance to make us frightened, which makes us kind of sitting ducks. It's not great.
Luckily not paralyzed. Just
Not
frightened.
paralyzed, thankfully.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Callan's totally paralyzed.
Yep, they have a different ability that does that.
Lovely.
So she moved into the corn and around
Mm-hmm.
so she can see the other row for your thing, and she's attacking the one.
So she rolls a 20 for hit. Or,
Roll
no.
twice, just in case you get a
Yep.
critical.
So
Yeah, you get to roll your to hit twice.
wait, why is
Still
it
the
that
4
you got to hit
damage.
twice?
It's still 4 damage, but
She's a rogue, and the whole...
we're flanking.
Oh, gotcha, flanking.
Yeah.
Sneak attack. Gotcha.
No, it's still 4 damage.
All right, so that does hit. Does 4 slashing damage.
Yep.
Ignore the
there's a
So-
6.
As you slash into it with your scythe, it feels like it doesn't do as much as you were expecting to.
Oh, great.
Is it a solid
It's going to
freaking
take-
mass?
It's going to take 2 damage.
San is asking if she gets her sneak attack damage.
Yes, you would get sneak attack as well.
Okay.
So that's which one? That's B.
Yeah, that'll add on to the damage. So a total of
12.
16.
So 16 halved to 8.
Yep.
Okay.
Because she used her scythe.
You're not close enough to a second target for Whales of the Grave, I think. Because it has to be within 30, huh?
Yep. So not that you can see.
Is there one in the next row over? Because she can see in the next row over.
I think it has to be within 30 feet of the original target.
Yeah, she probably would be able to see into that row being right there. So I'll go ahead and reveal that row.
Yeah, it has to be within 30 feet of the target.
Yeah, not of San, but of the target. Neither of them are
that one's
close
not
enough.
within 30 feet either.
Yep, and we can't see down here to know if one's here in the bottom.
Are we all supposed to be seeing that row?
Only San can. We
Yeah,
as
only
players
San
can,
can.
but our characters can't.
I
So
mean,
we-
the corn has probably told me where it is, but I don't see it.
So just act like we can't see the row above us. Got it.
Correct.
Right. Roll play.
Morrow. Yeah. Morrow's turn.
Okay. Yeah, Morrow's turn, yes.
San can tell us, though, so that we're at least aware.
Yeah.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
So a bite.
Another not one. Ugh.
12 is going to hit. 7 damage. Have to
They also have to make the strength
3.
saving throw.
3.
Yeah.
Yep. On
Yeah, it's
that.
still not a crit. So close. Anytime you have advantage, even if the first one hits, roll that second
Strength
d20 to
saving
see if.
throw.
Yeah,
It-
pack tactics. It's still only 7 damage, but
So it
Yeah.
rolls a 7 on its strength save, which means
So
it
it
is knocked
fails.
prone.
Yep.
That'll help when Aurora attacks it.
You've knocked it on its straw-covered butt.
Knocked prone.
Yes, Morrow helped.
Okay. What's that second roll?
That was
Pack
the
tactics.
pack tactics to hit. Ignore the damage.
Because it had
Oh,
advantage
gotcha.
because Aurora was there to see if
Gotcha.
she critted. Because crits are nice.
Okay.
Yeah, ignore the damage on the second roll.
Gotcha. All right. Then that brings it, unless there's something else, then that brings it to Aurora.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, since I can't really retreat at the moment.
Night,
Bye,
Pika.
Son. Thanks for joining.
See ya,
Bye,
San.
Pika.
Bye, Pika. Have a good sleep.
I'm gonna go Searing Smite.
Okay.
Burn that
Nice.
thing.
Yes. And I'm gonna attack him with
You have advantage.
my sword.
Yep, it
with
is prone. You
advantage.
have advantage.
Well, he would have had advantage anyway from Silvery Barb.
That's true.
Yep.
You don't get double advantage, sadly.
Oh, that
is
crit?
a crit.
I was gonna say that should work.
Yeah,
And
you
it's
probably
a Searing Smite.
Yeah, you probably don't need to roll a second time there, but
All right, go ahead and roll damages.
That
And just and this being yep.
So the crit is just rolling damages again, right?
Yeah.
then Searing Smite. Would that count as a damage dealing spell that he can add to, or no?
Oh man, you got a
It
crit
does its
on the
own
second
damage.
damage.
Nice.
Creature has a bardic inspiration die from you and cast a spell that restores hit points or deals damage. The creature can roll that die and choose a target affected. Add the number rolled as a bonus to the hit points regained or damage dealt. So yeah, he could roll the d6 to add more fire damage if he wanted to.
I'm good.
Okay.
All right. So this is all fire damage then, or is some of it slashing?
No, the fire damage is just 6. 6 fire damage and the rest is slashing.
And he has to do the Constitution saving throw to see if he's still on fire.
Okay.
Right.
So I'm
All right,
guessing all the
so-
slashing is halved.
That's 24 halved to 12.
Let me see something here. I don't remember if prone gives you disadvantage on saving throws or not. I'm looking.
Yeah.
Do you know
then
that
the
fire button?
Disadvantage on
damage,
attack rolls. Nope.
Okay.
That's it.
So that's 6 fire damaged, which is going to be doubled
I
to
knew it.
12.
I knew it. I knew it was gonna hit that stupid straw thing and catch on fire.
Mm-hmm. And it is now on fire, you said?
You have to do the Constitution save, don't you?
Yeah. He does not have disadvantage on the Constitution save. It's
Oh,
just
okay.
a normal roll.
Con save, okay. And that's straight 0, so 8.
He fails. He's still on fire.
Okay.
He is on fire.
All right.
So at the start of its turn, it'll
So-
burn.
It is looking like very beat up at the moment.
Good.
So
Burn,
if you
baby,
wanted
burn.
to add extra damage on, you could.
No, I'm gonna hold on to it for now.
Okay.
Save it for when you fail the saving throw.
All right.
Yeah.
Burn, baby, burn.
All right. So that was your bonus action and your action.
Yep.
All right. Any movement?
Nope. Not at
Alright.
the moment.
So you attack this thing. just slash straight through it with a powerful blow, and it just bursts into fire. And it's kind of like not screaming, but like a wailing scream kind of thing. Like it is in serious pain from that fire.
I'm imagining a sackhead with the mouth kind of working.
Right. Exactly. All right, so that brings it to the next Scarecrow, which is going to...
I mean, this guy?
I mean, it doesn't have to be one that we can see necessarily.
There we go.
True.
All right, so that is its turn. So it was not that one, no.
Okay.
That one had already moved.
Oh, okay.
Firedale, I'm gonna ask you a question real quick.
Okay, ask away.
I think it's a private question.
Okay.
That's in Discord. Yeah, I think no there. If you guys can't see it, then... Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Thank you.
Glad to help.
All right, then Saflin, it is your turn.
Okay.
So we're going to continue. Are you good, Neon, or do you need to go?
Oh, that's right. That is top of initiative again, isn't it?
Yep. That would be end of round.
And I think Neon said he had to go around 9.
All right. If that's the case, we can end it here for tonight if you guys want.
I'm
Do
good
you
with
have
that.
any way to mark the thing that it's prone and on fire so we don't forget next time?
We can put a shape on it or something. You can also write text prone fire on it.
Yeah, I'll mark in my notes. Scarecrow A is prone and on fire.
And I'm feared.
Callan. Lilia is frightened
That works.
until...
It drew a flame. There you go.
Till the end of that one's turn.
End of B's turn. And Callan, I think, would have snapped
Callan is
out of it.
Callan is no longer
No longer
paralyzed
paralyzed. Yep. And we're off.
because the
no
other
longer
one
paralyzed and frightened because the other
it
one's
took its
turn.
turn.
Yep.
Okay.
Lilia is still frightened, but that's until its next turn, yes?
Yep. Correct.
Oh, it's only a 1-turn thing.
It's
Yep.
until its turn. The end of its turn.
next turn. So when it takes another turn, once that ends, then you
will
will
no
It
longer
pretty-
be frightened.
It guarantees that you have one round where you are actually frightened. during your turn.
Disadvantaged. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Was just checking how it worked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that way people can't, it spends its entire turn making you afraid of it, and then on your turn you just shrug it off.
Right. And so there's actually a consequence.
Yeah, it also works for us. A lot of our abilities and stuff are until the end of our turns. And
All right.
next
So
turns.
we will go ahead and end it here, and we will pick up right here at the start of the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Running into a grouchy old man and encountering some scarecrows.
F's
See how
in
it
the
turns out
chat
next
for
time.
the old man.
As he rode off asleep. All right, so for those of you guys watching, thank you so much. I hope y'all enjoyed, and we will see y'all next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.